Hey, welcome back, everybody. Welcome. I might play this mod pack. I would recommend it. It is a pretty nice mod pack. It's also 1.12, so it's all fresh, it's all new, it's all hip with the kids. It's all ready to go. So, in the last stream, guys, we set up this audibling system using embers, which I'd never done before, so this was kind of my first attempt at audibling with this mod, and it worked out quite well. We set up the ember activator, which now takes the ember shards, and I think they're called ember crystals, yeah, these two here, that we get from our ember bore, which is right all the way down at bedrock, and it takes those crystals and then turns them into infusion air, I guess. I'm not quite sure how I would describe this here, but if I put these in, you'll see very quickly it turns it into kind of these cool smoke particle effects that then get sent through over to our melter and to our stamper. The melter takes all of our ores and melts them down into their molten liquid form, and then once they have been melted, they get sent through the fluid extractor, down through the fluid pipe, into the stamper base, where they get stamped by the top of the stamper that has the ingot cast in it, and then they get turned into ingots and put into the chest. Pretty simple stuff. Now, between streams, I have done a couple of things. I've done a little bit of mining, and so we do have a little bit more in here than we did in the last stream. I didn't do a whole bunch of mining. What I did is I used my iron pickaxe. Even though we made the drill in the last stream, we can't use the drill yet because we don't have any way of recharging it. But that's going to change in today's episode. But I got my iron pickaxe, I went down, and most of the mining that I did, I probably spent about maybe 15 minutes mining, not a whole lot, was just kind of mining stuff out like this here that was easily accessible. So I mined out like some stuff that was here, a little bit of stuff over here, just kind of stuff that we've already seen before, stuff that was just lying about and just waiting to be mined. And if we head on down here real quick, I'm pretty sure that our ember bore is done. Now, I don't have this area chunk loaded, but it has continued to work, I guess, since the end of the last stream. And so now, if we come down here and we shift over the mechanical core, you can see that it doesn't have any coal in it whatsoever, but we do have a bunch of ender shards and ender crystals in this chest, which is quite nice. It should mean that we can keep going with our ore doubling pretty much throughout the stream. Boomflex, hi, welcome to the stream. The one of the creators of All the Mods 3 in the Twitch chat. Hope you're having a great day. Thank you very much for the kind words on Twitter. All right, flipping it. So what I want to work on in today's episode, the first thing I want to work on is our drill, right? We set up the drill. It's ready and raring to go. It just needs a little bit of power. And so hopefully in today's stream, I want to get a little bit of early game power set up. I want to get, I think it's called the, it's not called the Empowerer. Let me quickly do a search in JEI because I found it before the stream started. And also, I'm not going to put all of these in just yet, although I don't think there's any loss of embers. Because I'm fairly certain that they just kind of sit, as you can see in here, inside of the machines if you're not using them. But for now, I'm just going to put them in here just to be on the safe side. Now, let me see here. At Actually Additions, what was the name of the block? It's got like an arrow on it. It's not called the Charger. That would have been too easy. It is called the Energizer. That is the name of the block we're after. It's fairly easy to make. It's 4 Redstonia crystals, 2 advanced coils, and then 1 iron casing, all of which I'm pretty sure we made in the last stream. So the only question now becomes, do we have any black quartz ore? The answer is, of course, yes, we do. Also, don't know if you've noticed, but the base is a little bit of a mess. And by that I mean it's like it's atrocious. It's just kind of got stuff plonked down everywhere, and so I do intend to move some stuff around potentially in this stream. So we'll see about that. But I'm not happy with the way the base looks right now. It's that this furnace is kind of just facing backwards. It's not against the wall. We've got grass for our floor. This ember stuff is just like partially in the floor and smack bang in the middle of the room. It looks actually ridiculous. Okay, so Energizer. I don't think we have that many golden nuggets, but I did get a couple more in the way of gold ingots between stream, although I do have some plans for those, and so I would like to not use them where possible. We are kind of short on it, but I'm pretty sure we're going to have to do some mining at some point anyway. Oh, we need some more black quartz there. I think we might have to go. We've got 9 redstone. All right, I think first things first, guys, we're going to have to do a little bit more in the way of mining, because I don't think we quite have what it takes to make the Energizer just yet, because we need 4 redstone for the actual Energizer, and then we need a further 8 redstone for the 2 coils that we need, and then we might even need, oh no, we don't need more redstone for that, so we can make the casing, which, do we already have a casing? I thought we might have got one. Oh, yeah, we do. We got 2 iron casings right here because we got them from the village in the last stream. Speaking of which, before we get too ahead of ourselves, which I kind of am already doing, we need to do a couple of things, kind of early game actual additions, right? The first thing we need to do is we need to get our own Energizer. Not Energizer, it is called the Atomic Reconstructor. I've got Energizer stuck in my head now. We need to get our very own Atomic Reconstructor. And thankfully, this guy is super easy to make. Nice. And essentially, for those who don't know, this is used to basically transfer power from redstone flux into items, right? You zap the items with the Atomic Reconstructor and they get changed from, for example, redstone into these redstonia crystals. And a bunch of different items have a bunch of different alternatives that you can get with the Atomic Reconstructor. But before it will work, you do indeed have to provide it with some form of redstone flux. Also, you'll notice here it says redstone mode deactivation, which I think is not what we want, because deactivation means that it will constantly keep working so long as it doesn't have a redstone signal, and that's not what we want. We want it to be set on activation so that when we give it a redstone signal, it will then go ahead and send out a pulse. That way we don't waste any redstone flux. So let's just go ahead and right-click that, or shift right. Oh, there we go. I think the server's been a bit laggy, but that's fine. So now it's on pulse, and it will only send out a pulse whenever we tell it to, which we will do through a button. Is that not how you make buttons? Or can you just not make cobblestone buttons? That would make more sense. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Isaac, are you going to do everything on the clipboard today? Lol. I mean, I don't think so. So get a redstone clock we have done. Finish temp base is still definitely not done. Teleportation wand is kind of like towards the bottom of my list. This list is not ordered, by the way. This list is just kind of stuff that I want to get done. Nether portal we'll kind of do when we need it, when we need like glowstone or nether quartz or something like that. Fence jumping, I mean, we could try fence jumping. Somebody in the Twitch chat, which I don't think this is how you make fences anymore. No, it's not. I don't think that was ever how you make fences, Isaac. But somebody in the Twitch chat did say that they believe you can now jump over fences. Also, do we not have any wood at all? Another thing that's on my list of things to do here, let me quickly flick over the page. Can I think I have to take this and then type in here. Yeah, okay. Let me get rid of glider. We've made that. I'm going to replace that with tree farm, because I would like to get a tree farm maybe in today's stream, maybe not, but ASAP. I'm going to untick that because it has not been done. There we go. Let me quickly grab some wood here. Oh gosh, got a bit of a cough coming on. Hopefully it doesn't get too bad. But no, I want to get some wood here so we can actually get some stuff crafted. Once we've done that, I would like to get some redstone flux. Once we have some redstone flux, we can use the empowerer. And once we have the empowerer, we can then go ahead and easily make the energizer, which will then allow us to go ahead and use our drill, which will allow us to get some resources to start doing some stuff. So that's kind of the plan of action today. Did I spell tree farm wrong? Really? Did I put like did I put FAEM? I'll check that when I go back. Did I? Did I? My voice, gosh. It didn't, you know when you don't talk for a little while, like, you know, you go like a couple of hours without talking and everything seems fine, and then as soon as you start talking, it's just like, no, just me. Okay, so let's test this. Let's test this, shall we? If we do this, and we do this, apparently we might be able to jump over fences. Let's see here. If we go boom, 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 can we? No, we cannot. Oh no, we can. But we have to be like right up against them. So we can't do like a jump like that. But if we're up against them, we can jump fences, which I'm pretty sure you weren't able to do in previous versions of Minecraft. That's quite cool, actually, because now if we were to get, for example, some mobs, some passive mobs, some cows, sheep, pigs, etc., inside a little area, we don't have to put like a fence on the front, and it's also a lot easier just to get in and out and around without having to do the whole, you know, song and dance of getting in at the right point, and it's just a little bit easier, you know? It's going to take getting used to, because I'm going to keep trying to do this and failing, trying to like run and jump over it, but if you walk right up to it and jump, you do kind of step over it. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So, now that that is done, we want to get redstone flux. Also, excuse me? Where the heck it's like the middle of the day. Excuse me? Is there someone nearby? No one's nearby. No one could have spawned that in. We also, for those who are just joining the series or the stream, are currently on a no death streak. We have managed to make it 5 hours into the pack without dying once, and that is not changing today. That is definitely not changing today. I've got some very tame plans for today's stream. None of them involve fighting end dragons or anything like that. I am not going to die to the likes of you, Miss A. I see you over there. Freaking hat in your eyes and your blue coat that looks cool as heck. Don't even think about it. Don't even think about it. I guess whilst I'm waiting for this to heal up, I'm going to quickly grab some apples. We do, of course, still need to vary our food. Thankfully, that is made a little bit easier with this lunch bag that we have, which I think might be running out of stuff. Let me take a look. Yeah, we've got oranges, we've got steak. I'll throw some apples in there. I don't think we've eaten apples at all yet, although I'm not too sure. We do need a sword as well. One thing that we are desperately missing right now is some form of... oh, gosh. My inventory is some form of weapon, some form of attack, which we definitely don't have. Although I do have what it takes here to make a cobblestone sword, which I think in this scenario would be better than what we have. Also, let me quickly check here. Do we have the crafting table on a stick? We do. Okay, I'm gonna make that real quick so we can. So if this situation arises again, I need to try and lure this witch out. Because she's taken my house hostage right now, and I can't get back in. All right, can I can hear you. I just need a normal crafting table and a sign. She can't get us. Does this have to be done like in here? Let's see if we can kill this witch. So the cobblestone sword does the same amount of damage as my iron pickaxe, but it's a lot quicker at recovery. Whereas this one takes quite a bit of time to come back. So, I mean, I'm just going to quickly heal up here. I'm making it out like this is going to be the biggest fight of the century. Really, we should walk in and this witch should die. And it should be like, job done, right? Easiest fight of my life. But I've got a streak to uphold. I can't, don't even. That sound then when the witch got a potion out. I like it. You ain't got this. You ain't got this. Yeah, we go. Okay. Whew. Flippin' heck. I mean, if anything else, we got a cool hat out of it. Flippin' heck, look at that. All right, sure. All right. So, now that we've done that, and we are, again, safe, and our no-death streak is once again protected, we need to get some redstone flux in order to power our atomic reconstructor. Now, what I'm thinking is here, just as kind of an easy way to start the pack, I'm thinking I might go old school. And by old school, I mean a little bit of thermal expansion. I haven't used the dynamos from thermal expansion in quite some time. And the steam dynamo is a pretty nice way to start. It requires some fuel, and if it hasn't changed, it requires some water as well. And to make it, we need 2 copper gears, 1 redstone transmission coil, 3 iron, and then 1 piece more redstone. So, I think in total there, it should only require 3 redstone and a bit of silver. Now, I don't actually think we have silver, but I do know where we can find some. And so what I'm going to do real quick, I'm going to dump away a little bit of stuff here. We don't have that much space left in our small storage crate, but we did get a second small storage crate from the village that we kind of stole from, for lack of a better term, in the last stream. And so what I'm going to do here real quick is I'm just going to do a bit more mining, because I know for a fact that there is some more redstone, and also some more silver is what I'm mostly after, in this mine over here that we kind of ventured into. I think in the first stream, but maybe also in the last stream, I'm not 100% certain. I do not like the look of whatever that is. It's like a dark, bluey, blacky blaze. Hopefully it will burn to death, and our problems will be solved. Yeah, look at that. I mean, that was easy enough. I like to think that we killed that mob with our stare. We like mind controlled it into falling into the lava. Look at that. We just do it all the time. You're not gonna, you can hit me all you like. I think, you know, AI needs some work. They're not the they're not the best. So, getting the steam dynamo here shouldn't be too bad, and I'm pretty sure there's an easier way for us to make the copper gear. There is indeed. I'm fairly certain, yeah, we got a ton of copper. So let me just quickly do something like this. That's going to get us 2 copper gears. Once we got those, all we need now is the silver. Once we got 1 more silver ingot, we should be good to go. Oh, someone's given us a lunchbox as well. Again, I have no idea who it was. I know it was Shaggy last time giving us stuff, but I'm pretty sure the lunchbox here, which I don't think is too hard to make. I think we might have been able to do this. Yeah, 4 weighted iron pressure plates, so it's fairly easy to make. I think the lunchbox is just an upgraded version of the lunch bag. So if I look inside of here, look at this. We have been given, oh, look at these riches. So I can't, unfortunately, see what it's called. Kiwi juice. Kiwi juice, well, looks maybe like an, either, it looks like a potato, kind of, but I'm assuming it's like an almond. A kiwi, that would make more sense. I think kiwis are a little bit darker normally. We've then got some form of berry, some toast, some yogurt of some kind, like a fruit salad. I'm not quite sure what the white stuff is in the fruit salad, as well as edible root. Oh, my goodness. Look at this. So now we can just open it, chomp down. Oh, I love it. Thank you very much to whoever gave that to me. Does air still crash the lunchbox? I mean, hopefully not. Oh, do you mean like if it's not got anything in a certain slot, it crashes? Hopefully that's not the case. So I'm going to temporarily just get rid of our lunch bag, put it into the chest here, because the lunch box is just, I think, better in every way. Also, now that we've got some silver, we can come back over to the Steam Dynamo. Also, not quite sure why I've got caps lock on, but, you know, it makes all my NEI searches look a little bit more urgent. And then if we do something like this, we get ourselves a Steam Dynamo. Nice. So, I'll put that there for now. I'm fairly certain that should be able to output directly into the Atomic Reconstructor. Obviously, this is not how we're going to keep it permanently because we have got other machines that we want to send power to as well. But for now, I also love the new like Sphax patch for thermal expansion. It looks real nice. But for now, what we should be able to do, I think, is if we put some coal into here or some fuel of any kind into here like so, as well as some water, which we can, of course, get if we have a bucket, which I don't think that we do, because I think we used our bucket in a crafting recipe during the last stream, but of course, they are not too hard to make whatsoever. Also, we should go ahead and do something like this, get ourselves our unlimited water source back again, and kaboom! I think that should now be producing redstone flux. Look at that, 40 redstone flux per tick, all getting transferred into the Atomic Reconstructor. And so now, if we go ahead and craft ourselves up a button, which we cannot do with that, apparently. I did get some stone out earlier, but I think I forgot to actually craft it. And if we whack that down on, please, there we go. If we whack that down like that, we can now go ahead and craft ourselves up some redstone crystals. Nice. Flippin' heck. So now that we've got that, I want to get the Energizer so we can finally move away from our pickaxe and start to work on using our drill. So I think actually we're almost there. We just need to make 2 of these. We've already got the golden nuggets, although I think I may have put them away back into my crate. I did. They're down here. That should allow us to make the advanced coils. Like so, and it's so nice to be able to make advanced coils like that. After playing Age of Engineering, anybody who watched the Age of Engineering stream and remembered the crafting recipe in that, being able to make them like this, it's so much easier. It's so much easier. And there we go. We got ourselves an Energizer. So, now that we have that, I'm thinking it might not be a terrible idea to try and make some of these leadstone flux ducts. And in fact, we might already have what it takes. Do we not have any glass? I really thought we might have glass lying around. Apparently not. That is, I was going to say fine, but then again, we don't have any sand either. All right, let me quickly, very quickly, see if we have lead. We do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then also, let me quickly go and grab the sand. Also, we should sleep, because I don't want to be walking around like this. Sleep is for the weak. I think sleep is for those who just enjoy a good time. Sleep is the best. I love sleep. It's like the best time. Also, simultaneously, I wish we never had to sleep, because you get so much more stuff done if you never had to sleep. I love it, but I wish that it was abolished entirely. Or that maybe you could get the same effect, but just in 30 minutes. You could go to bed, sleep for 30 minutes, and then feel like you've slept for a full night and have it just feel great. That would be ideal. Think of how many streams we could fit in if we didn't have to sleep. We could stream for an extra 12 hours. It'd be crazy. Probably not how I would spend my extra time, but still. So we've got our Energizer. Let me quickly smelt up at least 1 of this sand here. And once we've got our 1 glass, we can go ahead and craft up the leadstone energy cells, which now that I think about it, I think only require 2 lead. Yeah, 2 lead and then 6 redstone, not 6 lead, 2 redstone. Okay, that makes it even easier though. Nice. Okie dokie. I wish sleep was optional. Yeah, tell me about it. Tell me about it. But I mean, to be fair, if it's optional, then it's kind of just who would sleep though? Is it just a leisure activity at that point? You just do it for fun? I mean, I guess that could work. So I think now what I'm going to do, this should return its redstone flux when we pick it up. So I'm going to crack this guy. And then when the server catches up, any second now, there we go. I'm going to go ahead and put down the leadstone flux duct, which also, look at this, I love the new textures, they're great. And I'm going to put the atomic reconstructor down like so, and I'm going to put my energizer down for now like so. And that should start to receive some power, it does, and we should very slowly but surely be able to start charging up our drill. Now, again, we're only producing 40 redstone flux per tick, like a really small amount of redstone flux per tick. And also, the system that we have right now is not even automated because we don't have the water being sent automatically from an unlimited water source over into our steam dynamo. But thankfully, that can be fixed fairly easily with an aqueous accumulator, which apparently I cannot spell. It's aqueous, like that, accumulator. This guy over here. And thankfully, it's not too hard to make. A bucket, 2 glass, a device frame, which is 4 iron, another copper gear, which is just more copper and iron, more glass, again, 2 tin gears, which I'm assuming are just iron and tin, they are indeed, and then a redstone servo, which is just iron and redstone, actually all fairly easy stuff. The only thing that we might be shy on is glass. I was going to say redstone, but I meant glass, because we are, I think, not going to have enough. I think we might be like 1 or 2 pieces of glass shy here, potentially. Do we have some tin? We do. Again, it's got a different texture, which I'm not entirely used to, but that's fine. Let's go ahead and do something like this. Kapow, make 2 of those. Again, I don't know what is with this crafting here. And also, did we just like... No, I was going to say, did we just like cheat in a stack of tin? I don't think we did. The device frame, like so. And finally... we need 2 more glass, which we don't have. Oh, we're so close. We are 1 piece of glass off. Also, again, look at this mess. I keep putting stuff up here by accident. When I shift-click it out of here, it gets, like, put in over there, which ends up putting it in over here. It's odd. It's odd. It's especially odd when we're smelting up stuff that we don't want to smelt up. Okay, so are we... almost done. We are, which is a bit more glass. Okay. Once that's done, I'm also thinking we could probably, and by probably I mean like most definitely, make another dynamo here. The only problem then is going to be making sure that we have enough fuel to keep it going, which I think for sure we should definitely have. So let me take you. We are running a little bit low on iron. Also, I did just throw my shovel on the floor, but we did pick it back up, which is fine. So let's do, I think this, and then... how good is Isaac's very short-term memory? The answer is probably not as good as it should be. Look at that. He's done it. He has done it. All right, so we'll whack that down like there for now. Really? You're going to put it there? You're not going to put it where I want it to go? Really? Really? Also, again, not what I want to do, but what I do want to do is make the base look nicer at some point in the future. Is that going to work? Is that going to extract? We'll find out, I guess. Let me... grab the glass, let's make the aqueous accumulator. Let's put the aqueous accumulator down. For now, I think maybe like right underneath. This is very temporary, by the way. Again, I don't intend to keep a lot of this stuff. Also, excuse me, server lag. I don't intend to keep a lot of this stuff. I would like to repurpose it really as soon as possible because this is an actual mess. But for now, I just want something that's a bit functional until we've got enough resources to actually start to build a better looking base. So we'll leave that there. If I am not mistaken, we should be able to make some fluid ducts like this. If we go boom, boom, and boom. Yeah, that's going to make us the fluid ducts. So the question then becomes, does this auto output? I think it might. So if we do that, and then we surround the base here with some water. Again, we do it in another bucket because we just used ours to make the aqueous accumulator. I think we should be, I think we should be good. I think we should be good. So if we do that, no, if I do that, and then, excuse me? Really, that's not going to work? I mean, it is getting water and it is outputting water, so actually I think it's working just fine. It's not outputting a ton of water, and I think if we put more source blocks around it and even one behind it, it will be able to output even more water. But I think for now, it might be outputting enough water to keep both of these guys powered up. Also, if I put you in there, is that going to store the power internally, or is it going to start to push it out here? It looks like it's going to store the power internally. Can I rotate that with a crescent hammer? Is my follow-up question. The answer is, yeah, nice. So that's going to go out straight into my drill. And so now, let me see here. How quick is the drill? Hopefully pretty quick. It also works as a shovel, by the way, which is quite nice. It's a nice multifunctional tool. I don't know if it works on trees. I am going to go and quickly, not what I want to do. I want to open that and then eat from it. I'm going to go and quickly chop down a tree that's not this one, because I don't want to chop down one of the ones that we're using for food here. Although, again, now that we've got the lunchbox, we probably don't have to worry about food for at least a little while. Whose server is this? This is my server. Does not work. I mean, it works, but not... I don't think it's any faster than us just breaking it with our hands, right? Yeah, no, it's the same speed. Okay, that's fine, but it does work as a pickaxe. I believe a diamond pickaxe, so it will mine like all the way down to diamonds. But what we can do now that we've got this is we can actually go and upgrade the drill with drill augments. So I think if we like shift right click, we can open up the drill's kind of interface, and you can see that we can have up to 5 different upgrades inside of the drill. You can see all the different upgrades we can have over here on the right. We can have drill speed 1, 2, and 3. We can have silk touch. We can have fortune, fortune 2, mining augment 1, and mining augment 2, which give it a wider mining area, so it can mine in either a 3x3 or a 5x5 area, as well as the drill block placing augment, which I believe would allow us to do kind of what we used to do with Tinker's construct tools, where you can have like torches in the slot next to it, and then right click to place those torches or blocks down wherever you want without having to switch to it in the hotbar, which would be quite nice indeed. But the first one that I would like to make is the drill speed 1 augment. This thing, thankfully, is fairly easy. It requires 4 sugar, 4 Enori crystals, which are made using iron through the atomic reconstructor. Are we really out of iron? No. Iron? Really? We've got 1 piece of iron. Oh, no, it's in here. I was going to say, that would be crazy. But if we do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then quickly throw our button back like so, that should get us the 4 crystals. Nice. We've also got our little sugarcane farm over here, which will get us the 4 pieces of sugar if I don't throw them onto the floor. And then we can craft all those up with our pre-existing Restonia crystals, and that should get us our very first drill upgrade. Nice. So, whack that in. Let's do a comparison, shall we, real quick? Let's do a comparison. It's like, it's not super fast. It's like fast enough. How much faster is this? It's definitely noticeably faster. Look at that. So I don't know if the drill augments have like a negative debuff on like the power. I don't know if this uses more power because of the fact that it has the speed augment in it. But yeah, it definitely does go faster. Now, if we wanted to upgrade it even more, we could go and try and make the drill speed augment number 2. For this, we need, again, 4 more sugar, 4 Enori crystals, and then a cake, which actually I don't think is too hard for us to do. It would require us getting 3 buckets of milk, but eggs we have got, I think, already, and if not, we've got chickens all around us. And then the sugar, yeah, we've got eggs just backed up in here. And then the sugar shouldn't really be that hard for us to get at all. And so you know what? Sure, let me try this real quick. If we get 2 more buckets to take us to 3, we did have a cow near us not so long ago, but now that we need milk, apparently that cow is long gone. Let me try like flying this way and seeing if I can't find a couple of cows to try and get this a little... Ooh, I see one on the map. Where is it? Where? Ooh, right there. Right there. Can I milk you again and again and again? Oh, yeah. Okay. So now we've got that. Let's grab some of our wheat from our little farm outside. And although we don't have any sugar, I can't help but notice that Varisk isn't on the server. And I know for a fact, unless he's played some more since last time, that he has a little bit of a wheat farm. By wheat farm, I mean sugarcane farm, that we can definitely go and steal from. Don't tell him though. I know I could see him in the Twitch chat, but just don't don't let him know that we're gonna go and steal his stuff. So we'll throw the milk. Is it along the top? You know, you'd think I know this recipe by now. Yeah, milk along the top, like so. Wheat along the bottom, like that, and then we see 2 sugar either side, and we'll have ourselves a cake. Nice. So what's this spawn? Is there? Oh yeah, look at that. There's actually like a public sugarcane farm at spawn. I don't have to go and steal from Varisk. Nice. Okay. Cool. Cool. Kapow, look at that. Kick acquired. And so now, all we need to do is get another 4 of these crystals. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Quick zap. And I think we're good to go again. I think we can now make the tier 2 version. We just need yet more sugar. I'm a fool. I am a fool. We need to go and get a little bit more in the way of sugarcane. And to be fair, we should probably just like take a bit of this and make our own larger farm. That would be fairly easy to do. But you know what? I'm just going to take some of this. There we go. Also, the frame rate's getting a little bit weird. Hopefully it's just us going to spawn and back. I think it is, for the most part. I think once we get to where we're going to go, it's kind of stables out a little bit. So let's craft that up real quick into some more sugar, and then craft that up into another speed upgrade. Nice. So again, let us see here. We're probably not going to get, not what I want to do. We're probably not going to get the 3rd speed upgrade today, just because the 3rd one here requires that we get empowered Inori crystals, which require the empowerer as well as some extra stuff, which is not too hard, but is not on my list of things to do in today's stream. But let's see. So it's already pretty quick. What about if we throw in another speed upgrade? It is, again, definitely faster. I don't know if the increase is quite as fast as like 0 to 1, but no, it's definitely quick. It is definitely quick. So my follow-up question now is, how hard is it to get the drill mining augment one? It requires 4 more Inori crystals, so basically just 4 iron, 1 basic coil, and then 4 diamond tying crystals, which are diamonds in front of the atomic reconstructor. Now, if I am not mistaken, I think we have at least a couple of diamonds over here. Let me check real quick. Let me check. We have got 2 diamonds, and so if we are to upgrade this to a 3x3 miner, we need to go and get, first of all, some more power into this thing so we can actually go and do a decent amount of mining, but also we need 2 more diamonds. 2 more diamonds, and we should be good to go. Just give me 2 diamonds. That's all I need. Game, I just need 2 diamonds. I also need to stop shift right-clicking to open up my drill interface. Oh, they've done it. The game gods have answered my prayers. They've given us 2 diamonds. I'm not going to take the rest of these just yet. Again, I'm going to mark them on the waypoints here so we can come back once we maybe have fortune or something. So I'm going to remove that one. I'm going to add a new one. Diamonds. And of course, we'll make it that cool blue diamond color. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Okay. Slash home. Let us return. And so now, once again, what we should be able to do, first of all, let me put like all my iron ore into here so we can start processing that and turning it into iron ingots, which, of course, we can then grab, throw in front of our atomic reconstructor, give him a quick zap. Kapow, thank you very much. And then if we do something like this, oh, we need to zap our diamonds, don't we? Of course, of course, of course, of course. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. And then if we do, hello, my friend, I'll be with you in a brief second. Has something been given to me? Slime boots. Oh. I love these. I love these. I'll show these off in a second here. But we need to get more of this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get a quick zap. Also, I didn't see who gave those to me, but thank you very much, whoever it was. I didn't catch the nameplate. We definitely should have some black quartz. We do. I'll just grab the 1 so as not to clog up our inventory. Kaboom! And kapow. Nice, look at that. So now we can add that to our drill as our 3rd augment of the day. And what we should be able to do now is mine quickly in a 3x3 area. Again, I'm not quite sure if the the 3x3 effect has a negative impact on how fast it mines. I don't know if it gets slower because of it. But also there's the slime boots in action. I don't think it does. I honestly don't think it does. Let me check this here. Let me like run across here and let's do a bit of a mine into this mountain here. So if I was to do something like this, no, it's pretty quick. I mean, oh, is that 'cause I'm pressing shift? Oh, so you can hold down shift to actually just mine a single block. That's pretty cool. But no, you can see here the 3x3 mine is pretty much as quick as the single mine. Look at that. So now it does tear through the power a little bit, and I think we might also, the bitrate's probably horrible on Twitch right now with this like all these particle effects all over the place. But I think again, we are going to have to get some kind. Also, it mines through dirt as well. Oh, I love it. I love it. That gives you that edge over the Tinker's Construct hammer, because of course at that point you have to like switch out to your excavator, whereas with this guy, boom. Oh, I love it. I love it. Also, we got way too much trash there, and also I didn't even see that up until now. But let me get rid of like all this cobblestone. So we could do with like a void bag of some kind to get rid of all the cobblestone when we do mines like that, and then also keep all of our ores in a separate pouch as well. Flipping egg. So 180 redstone flux per 3x3 area. Yeah, so quite a bit of power, actually. I guess we could probably go with, like, flux capacitors, I would assume, and use, like, these, maybe even the draconic ones one day, but I'm assuming we can use these to provide our drill with extra power than what it originally starts with. Also, is that one of those guys? Yeah, look at this mother trucker trying to hit me from a distance. You know what? I don't have to stand for this. I don't have to stand for this trash. Not at all. You might think you're all big and powerful, and you actually are quite strong, but you know what? You're stuck right now, my friend. As long as I move out of the way every so often, you ain't getting me. And this is what you get for trying to mess with me. Just gonna stand here. You're gonna take it. There we go. Look at that. Done. I destroy your home. Is there anything else here, or is that it? Is it just like one of those guys to fight? We did get an ancient molten core, which I'm assuming is useful for something. We can make the ancient codex from embers, which I think will teach us how we to set up the system we just set up. But also a wildfire core, which can be used in making some other stuff. All right, so they do have like a bit of a use as well. Okay, that's fine. Also, these look quite cool. I quite like these blocks. I did mention before that I want to set up like a new building or a new area for... Excuse me? Excuse me? Is that naturally spawning at Y level 79? No. That cannot be right. Yeah, no, this it's 0% chance of it spawning above like Y level 52. What the heck? That's so weird. Oh well. So for those who didn't see the Age of Engineering series, the slime boots basically prevent you from taking fall damage. So for example, if I was to do, you know what, let me get like real as high up as I can get. I'm gonna climb atop my base here. Can I get onto here and then up here? And then if we do this and we get over land when we fall, not only do we not take fall damage, we do quite a nice bounce as well. So it makes traveling a little bit easier, makes fall damage pretty much just negligent. I'm fairly certain that you take 0 fall damage no matter what the fall height, unless it's different in 1.12. I know from testing it in Age of Engineering that we just took 0 fall damage. No matter how high up we went, fall damage was just nullified entirely. And also, no durability. I think if anything, they might be a little bit overpowered. I don't know how you make them. Slime boots. Because I don't think we made the last pair either. They're fairly easy to make, and they just null and void fall damage just entirely. It's crazy. Actually crazy. 8-Ball, will Isaac's first death be in the nether? Moobot says, my sources say yes. I mean, Moobot's got me down there. I do normally die in the nether, don't I? The capacitors need to be in your hotbar? Really? I always forget as well we can do the whole, like, hotbar switch, can't we? Yeah, I never do that. You can enchant them with books too? Oh, the ones from Actual Editions. Cool. So, now that is taken care of, I would like to start working on... I've got a couple of things. I put down a tree farm on my to-do list here. I want to get a tree farm set up so we can get more materials to build our base with. And I also want to get some form of automated mining done. I know we've just made this guy here to do our mining for us, and we are a little ways away from automated mining. But I did want to show you guys that a lot of the recipes in here haven't been tweaked that much, but a few of the kind of, I guess, more overpowered recipes have been tweaked ever so slightly to make them just a bit more difficult. For example, the digital miner was something I was going to go for because I haven't used it in quite a while, and it's a really good way of automated mining, but you'll notice that it requires the vertical digger from Actual Editions. And this is kind of a common theme. Pretty much all of the quarry-like devices, such as the builder and the digital miner, all require that you go through the vertical digger first. So something we have to bear in mind, if we're going to make one, we do have to make the vertical digger before we can make anything else, which does mean that we are going to have to make the empowerer and the display stands for the empowerer before we get into any form of automated mining. But again, besides the point, make a slime sling? Slime sling. Again, we did make one of these before as well. 3 adhesive, 3 slime balls. Do we have a slime island nearby? Let me see here. If we have a slime island nearby and we can easily get what we need, let me do a little bit of gliding here. Let's do some sweet glides and see if we can't find a slime island. I'm fairly certain there should be one relatively close by. They do spawn quite regularly. There might be stuff there. Okay. Give me a second. Let's go home. Let me get my drill. Let me get a bunch of cobblestone so we can do a quick nerd pull / spawn. Let's see if we can get this. Let's see if there's anything in there. I am not confident entirely, but hopefully there's something there. Moment of truth. Though, is there any slime? Yes, there is. Okay. Whew. Look at this. We got a bunch of this congealed purple slime, which I'm also fairly certain is used to make night slime. So can I do this? Oh. The rest of the server, I am sorry, but I am going to pillage everything that exists here and also break every... Excuse me? Please. There we go. The server... Oh gosh, no, please. Please save me. No. Okay. That's fine. I just gotta... okay. I was gonna say, you gotta put down a block to see where the blocks are that are freaking breaking everything here. So yeah, these blocks are not... okay. That's a server lag thing though, not like a... Yeah, okay, that's fine. Okay. Nausea warning. Apologies if that was horrible, which I'm assuming it probably was. Also, these cool slime trees. Look at this. Please. Okay. Alright. How much slime do we have? We got 19... Sorry. We got 19 blocks. I'm going to quickly chop down one of these slime trees here. So I'm going to take that and that. Yeah, and I'll leave the rest here for somebody else to come get, because I don't want to take everything that's here. Also, I would very much so like to not leave this nerd pole here as well. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to be a good server player. You know, I'm going to be a... Oh, no. We got the slime boots. Oh, thank goodness. My heart dropped for a second there. I was like, no, we have failed. Our goal is finished. Oh my goodness. We have to make this. Is this new? Is that animation new? That is awesome. I love this. Is this your base, Nightshade? Night Crusade? Okay. That momentary heart attack. I know. Oh, we were so close. Oh, alloy kiln. Okay. Yeah, I really like this side. I like the actual edition stuff. Night Crusade server workshop. Caution under construction. This is a new workshop. Nice. Must report to the office. Safety equipment must be worn at all times. Kapow and kaboom. Nice. So, if you haven't seen this before, you're also in for a treat. Essentially, the slime sling is like a slingshot just for us. So, if we were to go ahead and charge it up, we can, like, fire ourselves in a direction, and combined with the slime boots, it gives us quite a nice bounce. Now, one thing you can do, though, is kind of do it on an angle. So, if you do it straight up and down, you kind of just go up and down. But, if you kind of stand like this and do it as far back as you can, like that, you can get a really quick travel distance using this. It is pretty cool. I quite like it. And then we can, of course, do the same thing going back, like that. It is a little bit harder going uphill than going downhill, but it's not impossible. It's also going to make getting up this hill just, like, possible in the first place, because we can... stop there. You do take damage if you hold shift, so if you don't want to keep bouncing, you can hold shift and it will stop the bounce, but you will take fall damage. So do have to be careful about that. But look at that. We have made it back up our hill, safe and sound, ready to eat again. My goodness, we have done it. You should have got a sapling so you can grow your own slime. Really? Slime sapling. Is that a thing we can do? Is that, would we have gotten one from the slime tree? Yeah, look at that. Slimy leaves can drop a blue slime sapling. That's crazy. We will have to return at some point and take a look at that. I don't want to go back just now because you've got to do like the whole nerd polling stuff again, but that's cool. That's cool. Also, we are getting quite a nice amount of blood in the smeltery here just from standing on it over and over again, which is really not my intention. My goodness. Okay. So what I'm going to do here real quick, guys, is I am going to organize some stuff. So you know what? Let me move this trash because the base, it looks horrible. Actually horrible. It looks ridiculous. Let me move some of this stuff. And then once we are done with this, I'm going to start working on getting into tree farm. So there were quite a few options available to us when it comes to tree farming. We talked about this a little bit in the last stream, but I'm not quite sure which one I want to go to. I think I'm going to try, yeah, okay, that's fine. I think I'm going to try tinkering around a little bit with the new mod that is a recreation of an old mod that is Industrial Forging, the remake of Actual Editions, not Actual Editions, you know, the remake of Mine Factory Reloaded. That's the one. And so, I was looking at the recipes here. If we were to set up a farm of some kind, we would need a plant gatherer, which is basically a harvester, as well as a plant sower, which is basically a planter. Now, to make these, we need gears, we need pistons, we need machine casings, which require iron, wood, redstone, all simple stuff, but we need plastic, right? Now, to make the plastic, in a previous version, in Mine Factory Reloaded, there would be rubber trees around the world. You would break the rubber trees, you would get rubber, and then you would smelt that rubber into bars, and then you would smelt the rubber again into plastic, and then you could then craft into sheets. Now, in this pack, and in this mod, you have to get dry rubber, which is made from tiny dry rubber, which is made in a latex processing unit. It says produced in the latex processing unit. So we have to start by making this, and I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea how this works. Outside of the fact that we have to use it, I am not at all familiar with what we need here. So latex processing unit, let's have a look. We need to get ourselves a block of redstone, easy enough, as well as some wood, which we should have from that spruce, right? I don't think we used all of it. We did not. So let's go ahead and try that. Like, you know, the shift clicking in 1.12 is just like so broken. So that gets us a Tesla Lab core machine block, and then we need an iron gear, which is again easy enough if it doesn't put the wrong items in, and then finally kapow. So that gets us a latex processing unit. Latex unit kappa phase. Isaac likes dark wood. It's true. It's true. So I'm going to put that there because I'm assuming it requires power. And my goodness, that does not look... So water into latex. Is that all we have to do? We just put water in and it makes latex? I guess we're about to find out. Let me grab some water here from our unlimited water source. It does have a water slot, and thankfully it does tell you what it needs. So, do I have to turn this? It's got energy stored in. Press play. Oh my goodness, it's like... Excuse me? The water energy buffer is in. I'm going to try and put in a few buckets worth, just in case we need more than one. Paused. Play. Okay, so you get latex from logs. Really? So I have to put logs into there? Spruce logs, maybe? Let's have a look. If I put spruce logs in... Okay, I can't put logs in. Maybe oak wooden logs? We don't have any latex. Let's see here. Latex industrial... What's it called? Industrial forging. Forging. This is some top tier... midway through the stream Googling. No, read the next comment. Oh! You need latex from logs, tree fluid extractor. Tree fluid extractor. Okay. You need the tree fluid extractor. So what does the tree fluid extractor do? Does that get us latex, or does that get us a different liquid that we then have to turn into latex once we mix it with water? Also, where are my furnaces? You know, I do like these bits. They're in my freaking inventory, Isaac, you turkey. I do like the the big crates, but flipping heck, I can never find anything in them. Tree fluid extractor. Let's see then. So we need an iron gear, which just requires some more iron, which we should now have over in here. We do indeed. Let me craft up an iron gear then. And then let's see. Do we have what it takes? We're missing stone? Yeah, stone, which again, I think we should have. We do. Kaboom, kapow. Tree fluid extractor. Okay. So, Let me quickly charge this up. And then again, I'm fairly certain that this thing probably retains its redstone flux. And so I'm going to break this temporarily. And if we put down our tree fluid extractor, how does that work? So it doesn't look like it requires power. Because it's not using it. Let's see here. So, no, it just says tank. Do I have to put down... Oh yeah, look at that. Okay. So we are slowly, but surely, getting a very small amount of latex. And then, do we put the latex in here to make the tiny piles of plastic? Is that how that works? That makes a lot more sense. Also, somebody's asking that we replace this block. I will do this. Excuse me? There we go. Just to make things look a little bit more even. Okay, so how many millibuckets of stuff do we get here? Of latex do we get before the log disappears? Or does it just suck the log forever? Like, is there a limit? He's gonna get all that latex for Nick. What did I miss? We're currently looking into the Industrial Forging mod, which is kind of a remake of Mining Factory Reloaded, but with like some slight changes. One of the changes being the way that you get plastic. We are currently extracting latex, liquid latex, from this tree using a tree fluid extractor. And then we've also got a latex processing unit, which I have to assume right now is used to make everything else. Like if I look at the plant plower, was it again? What was it called? Oh no, it was like sower, wasn't it? Sower. Not slower, sower, like that. Yes, we need to get 2 plastic, which is made from dry rubber, which is made from tiny dry rubber. And so I'm assuming that we put the latex into the latex processing machine, or processing unit, and that will get us a tiny piece of dry rubber. The question is, how much do we need? Now, I think... You know what, let me try something here. I was going to say we'd have to wait until we get a full bucket worth, at which point we can pull a bucket out and put it in over here. But what I'm thinking instead is if we get some copper and we get some glass, we should be able to make some fluid ducts and then maybe hopefully just quickly like extract it as it goes. Again, not where I plan to keep my machines long term at all, but can I do this? Just to see if this works. We are going to need a servo to actually pull that stuff out, but thankfully, that's pretty easy to make. We need 2 iron nuggets, which of course we can make from just iron. Okay, let's give this a try. So can I do this to take out the latex and put it into the latex processing unit? I can. And there we go. Okay, it makes tiny piles of rubber. So does it use like 100 millibuckets maybe? We're at 167. It uses like maybe 80. We're going to find out here, because I think as soon as it gets to maybe 90, I don't think it was quite 100, but I could be wrong. Oh no, we're out of water, Isaac, you fool. So it takes a bucket of water, or it takes some water. And apparently I can't put that in now. Okay, so that, you know, I need to, we need more water in here. I need to pump this, no, please. I need to pump this full of water so I can get an idea of how many millibuckets we need. So it is running through it right now. So it's stopped. We've definitely got enough water. I want to see here real quick, because I think we might need about... It looked like it was less than 100. But either way, even if it does require 100 millibuckets, that's still fine. That's still doable, for sure. We might have to make a few more tree-sucking machines, though. They're not called tree-sucking machines. They're called what? Tree fluid extractors? 75. It takes 75 millibuckets to make tiny rubber. And we make this, like, we make quite a bit. We get quite a bit from this. Oh, it's very, 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 very slowly breaking the wood. So what, I mean, like, what if I do this, though? Did I get that back? 8? Oh, it keeps it going, though. Okay, they've thought about that. They've thought about that. Can we get it faster? No. So we just have to set up a system, I guess, then, that places down... So, well, this kind of works out quite nice, actually, because I want to use this mod, Industrial Forging, to get a tree farm going. And so once we get a tree farm, we'll have a surplus of logs, and we can set up a system that automatically places the logs down in front of the tree fluid extractor, and then that will then be sent over to here. We can have an unlimited water source. We do already have an unlimited water source, actually, beneath the base, like right down here in the form of the aqueous accumulator. So what we could do here is just something like that, and that should send water up. Come on, let me in. That should send water up and into here constantly. Our aqueous accumulator, however, is not working? Question mark? Or maybe just not producing enough water. Please don't crash. Please don't crash. Oh, that doesn't look good. That took way too long. It took way too long to load up. We're back to loading terrain. Don't do this to me, game. They've done it. He has done it. Okay, so... Oh gosh, look at the frame rate. Oh, started at 30. So it does feel definitely less smooth without Optifine. Also, it looks horrible. Let me... Oh gosh, let me like unlimit the chunks there. Oh, okay. Okay, guys, we're back. We're back in the pack. The game, I think it definitely was an Optifine bug. We could probably add Optifine back in now, and it will probably work just fine. I will play with that after the stream, between streams, and try and get that working again. But for now, what we were working on is we were trying to get our aqueous accumulator here to be as fast as possible, which I think we should be able to do by adding a couple more buckets of water here until we've got like a fully, like, unlimited source of water all around, which for some reason is not happening, despite the fact that I very much so think that it should be happening. Also, let's eat real quick out of our lunchbox here. I have removed Spice of Life. The lunchbox trashed you. That might make sense, actually. I think we were holding the lunchbox when it happened. It's possible that was the issue. We'll have to find out. If we crash again with the lunchbox, then we'll know. Okay, so we're like one. Oh, we need to put down more dirt here to make that water source. There we go. Okay, so we got a bunch of stuff there. The water is flowing nicely. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Let me try and get out of here. There we go. And also, let's cover this up again so it doesn't look quite as horrible as it does right now. There we go. And again, all this stuff will be moved in due course. For now, it's just kind of here as a temporary measure to make sure this works. But look at that. While we were away, we did get a good amount of latex, which is nice. It's now working through quite nicely, getting us a bunch of tiny dry rubber. Nice. So, now that we have that, we can actually start looking at setting up this tree farm. And to do that, we need to get ourselves a... I'm going to have to go to the mod, because I keep forgetting the names of the items here. I've played with Mine Factory Reloaded for too long. Oh my goodness. Plant sower. Turn VSync and mipmaps off. I think I've got both of those off, actually. Yeah, mipmap levels off, because I saw some people say that those were causing issues for some CPUs, and I've also got VSync off, so I've got everything off that needs to be off. But we need the plant sower, and we need the plant gatherer. Those used to be called the planter and harvester, respectively. So, basically here for the plant harvester, we just need a bunch of tools. 8 sticks should be more than enough, because all we need to do, get ourselves a iron axe, get ourselves an iron hoe, and then was it an iron shovel or an iron pickaxe? It was another iron axe, like so. Nice. Makes sense, because a lot of what it does is either hoeing or axing. We then need 2 golden gears. This is why I want to keep hold of most of our gold earlier in the stream, and thankfully, we do have exactly 8 golden ingots, which is perfect for making ourselves 2 of these. Nice. Now, hopefully, we don't need gold for anything else. I don't think that we do. We are going to have to get 2 blocks of redstone here so we can make both of the machines for our farm. And then if we do this, any second now, the game will maybe update. No? Okay, that's fine. Yeah, the shift clicking. I don't know if, like, the mod that does it has changed or what, but it seems to just be significantly worse now at putting the items where they need to go in the crafting grid. But either way, we'll make ourselves 2 machine cases, and then once we have those, all we need now are the plastic sheets, which we can get by crafting up the dry rubber and then smelting it into the stuff that we need. So, Let us see. If we do this, that gets us the dry rubber, which we can then smelt in here. Not the dirt, the dry rubber, into what? Was that like 1 piece? Yeah, 1 piece. So we only need 1 more actually here, and I don't think we have 8 there. Oh, no, we do. So we need like 1 more tiny bit, which should come in as soon as that gets to 75, which will happen as soon as I put down another log. For now, we need to get some tiny piles right here, whack those in like so, and then smelt that up, and that should get us all of the plastic that we need. So we'll get rid of you. That should be done any second now, and then I'm fairly certain that's everything for the plant gatherer. All we need then is the plant sower, which requires 2 iron gears. Again, simple enough, but are we out of iron? Again, are we like completely and utterly out of iron? I think we might well be. So we might have to go and do a quick little bit of mining, but let's go ahead and make our plant gatherer before we do that, and then let me just like dump a couple of things into here. I think for now, our drill is fully charged enough to where we don't need the Energizer, at least not just yet. Okay, let me go and see about getting a little bit more in the way of iron. Okay, so that is going to get us some more iron. And actually, I think it's pretty quick at doing so. Once we've got that, we can make our plant sower. Now, we do, of course, still have to get power over to it. We have to decide where we're going to put it. And also, let me have a look here at industrial forging. Do we have upgrade modules? We do. We've got range add-ons, because by default, I'm assuming that the plant gatherer and plant sower, which are the planter and harvester, respectively, are going to like work in a small 3x3 area. At least that's my guess there, given that I have not played with this yet. Oh yeah, we need to make the gears, don't we? So we need to get... actually, we've got the perfect amount. Look at that. Excuse me? I was going to say, there we go. And then we need a flower pot. So we need 3 bricks, 1 redstone, and 2 pistons. That should not be too hard whatsoever. We've definitely got some clay. I just saw it there. So we'll take 1, 2, 3 of you. Quickly throw that into the furnace with a little bit of coal. Get that smelting up. And then, other than that, yeah, we just need wood, I guess, for the piston here, as well as a little bit of cobblestone for the piston as well. But we've got cobblestone in abundance. And then finally, some iron. Nice. Okie dokie. Kapow, kaboom, 2 of those. And then this guy. This is quite nice, actually. I quite like this way of making rubber. I like that it's easily automatable. To be fair, the old version was as well. But it's just nice. It works quite well. Okay, so we'll take you all out. We'll make ourselves a quick flower pot. And kaboom. Nice. So we got our planter and we've got our plant gatherer. Now, let me see if this works how I think it's going to work. If it works how it worked in, you know, if it works how it worked in previous versions of Minecraft, then we will put down the plant sower there, and we will put down the plant gatherer right about there, but of course facing the right direction, like that. And I believe if we give this power, and give this power, it should begin to work. So, what I'm going to do here, just to kind of test this, is I'm going to grab this guy, I'm going to grab some water, and I'm going to grab some fuel. I'm going to see if we can't get both of these to work. Once we know that they work, or once I know how they work, we can then go ahead and try changing it up a little bit to see if... oh yeah, it's got power in it, nice. Is that not transferring? Do I have to use a conduit? Once we know that it works, we can then begin to start thinking about where we actually want to put it and how we actually want to set it up. We should definitely have some more energy conduits. Yes. And by energy conduits, I mean flux ducts. Because apparently everything needs a different name. What happens if you put your hand into the plant gatherer? I mean, I don't think I want to try it. It looks like it's going to just get shredded to pieces, which I really don't like the idea of. But we do this, and then we do need to get our... Actually, you know what? No, I'm just going to do this real quick. I was going to get the crescent hammer so we could rotate it, but really, is that not going to fill up with energy? Do I have to click play or pause? So that's not receiving the power. It does look like it has a different energy unit, but I think it's working over here, right? Let me just check real quick. Does this require power? Yeah, stored energy, and the energy is in there. Okay. So why... Is it a glitch with... Oh, gosh, you know. Is it a glitch with the dynamo, maybe? Like, maybe it doesn't have the power in there. Maybe I have to put the water in. Maybe now it will transfer power. Oh, yeah, okay. So I think it's just a glitch. I don't think we actually have... Oh, no, I have no idea. Now it's just pulling... I don't even know. Anyway, let me move this, and let's put it down by the planter. Do the same thing. So we'll do... For now, we'll just do like this, and this, and that'll work just fine. Not what I want to do, but it's okay. So we'll put that there, and then again, it's got the juice in it, but it's not ready to pump it out yet because we do need a little bit more water. Thankfully, we've got a nearby water source. So if we do that, that's going to start sending the water down to the planter. And again, can't stress enough how temporary this is. But let's get rid of all this again. Make sure I take my coal out just in case we lose it. And so now, if I'm not mistaken, let me grab some saplings and let's see if the planter plants the saplings where they should go. Also, I'm actually blind, but I see them now. Saplings. Okay. Okay. So, if I were to put these into here... Really? It's out of juice? Does it, like, actively lose power? Excuse me? Okay. And now our freaking drill is out of power as well because we don't have our Energizer down. Oh, okay. We'll get there, chat. We'll get there. I'll figure this out. I will figure this out. Where is my Energizer? Let me throw this back down right there. And then let's put the drill in it to start charging this thing up. Flippin' heck. Okay, so that's done. Let me see. Because it looks like they kind of used it. They were like passively using power, which is a little odd and not really something that I want to happen. But let's do, I guess, like this, and then put in the fuel and put in the water. We'll first just see if the planter works. If the planter works, I'm fairly certain that the harvester will work following it. So we'll take you, and boom. Okay, so it's receiving power, and it is indeed planting. And I'm fairly certain that it's only going to plant in this 3x3 area. Right? Also, it looks like it requires quite a bit of power to do so. Or maybe we need to do this? Yeah, okay, I see. Okay, so that works. That works entirely as expected. And then if I do this... Excuse me? Okay, there we go. I was going to say, if we burned through all of that and it still didn't work, I was going to be a little bit peeved. But let me check this again. So if I take away both of these, is it going to keep tearing through the power? Yeah. So I'm guessing it's doing that to kind of check. Huh. Right. Let me try. Hopefully before it completely runs out of power. Can I do this and stop it? No. Okay, so I'm assuming what it's doing there, though, is it's checking every spot over and over again to see if it can put down a sapling or not. Given that it can't. Also, oh yeah, of course. It's got a pause button. I see. Thank you very much for reminding me there. Eros2 in the Twitch chat. Yeah, I forgot that we could pause them. So now we've done that. Let's do, this, and this, and this, and this. And we should see, actually... Yeah, I'm assuming what we're going to see here. Also, I made the crafting table on a stick, and I don't carry it around with me. It's the same mistake that I made in the old mod pack. Where is my crafting table on a stick? It is hiding out somewhere. Stick. I don't. Crafting table on our stick. Do we not have? Oh, it's right. Chat, don't worry. I'm not that blind. I know I'm blind, but I'm not too blind. Okay, I'm not entirely blind yet. Okay, so I'm just wanting to test if this will output anywhere, at all. I'm hoping it will output to the top here, but maybe it won't. Maybe it'll just start the video. We might have to pull out. We'll see. Let me quickly dump some water into here. Also, let me take these torches off so I stop putting them down all over the place. It's picking up the... Oh, so it's mining. Yeah. Oh, I like it. I like it a lot, actually. So it's not outputting automatically, which is fine. It does mean I'm going to have to pull out, but again, that's okay. What I do like is that it does it like Minecraft, it doesn't Ender IO style, so it doesn't break each block individually like Mine Factory Reloaded did, which caused a ton of lag. Instead, it does it like Ender IO does, where it kind of just gets rid of them and doesn't cause all the particle effects and whatnot, and so it's actually quite lag-free. I like it. I like it a lot. You seriously need to wear your glasses, Isaac. I know, I'm not wearing them right now, but I don't need to. I can read just fine. I'm just bad at picking them out of the stuff. So this works out quite nicely. And so I'm assuming what we can do now at Industrial... what we can do is we can make some of these range editions. How expensive are these? They require a glass pane and then material and plastic, because I'm assuming how that works. But they don't, unlike in Mine Factory Reloaded, you had to make all the tiers in order to get to the highest tier. It looks like that's not the case. And so we do already have 4 emeralds. I'd like to make a large tree farm if possible. We might not make it quite max size, especially given the fact that, hey, it's quite dark in here. Let me put down, like, some torches. We don't have 6 emeralds. I think we got 4. Yeah. Also, I think that would be a bit of a waste. It would be too big. I think we might go, though, for iron. It's still expensive at 6 blocks of iron. That's still 54 iron that we need there. That we don't have, because we've just used a lot of our iron. What's the one before iron? It's gold. So I might go with the gold one, just because 6 gold is a lot cheaper than, 56 iron. Although, then again, we don't have any gold, because we used all of our gold to make the planter and the harvester. So I do want to make it larger, and we do need to start working on either automated or centralized power, but once we get the tree farm up and running, what I'm hoping is that it will produce enough wood to then power all of our steam dynamos. And so I think what I might end up doing, we do need to set up some kind of centralized power system. I don't like having to move the dynamos to like a bunch of different places to get them to work. And so what I'm thinking is we'll have like an area where we have our steam dynamos, we'll pump the wood from here to the steam dynamos, and we might smelt them into charcoal first, we might craft them into planks first, one of the two, and then have the aqueous accumulator, fill them with water, produce power, and hopefully give us a decent amount of early game redstone flux to get all of our stuff up and running, and also hopefully have an excess of wood so we can actually start building some stuff, which will be quite nice. And I'm thinking that I might even split this up a little bit. So you can lock this, by the way, to make sure that it only puts certain things in certain slots. So you can see that I can't take out that last sapling, or it's left a ghost image of the sapling, to make sure that that slot is always saved for oak saplings. And what I think I will do is probably have like a mixture of trees here. Maybe get some birch in, definitely get some spruce, some oak. I don't know about dark oak because that it takes up more space, but we might see maybe some acacia, something like that. So we can get a bunch of different woods that we can then hopefully use to do some nice building. I think that would be pretty good. But with that, guys, I'm going to end this stream today.